comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. So I really don't even feel like talking today. I don't feel like rambling on about anything. I just feel like fucking being quiet. There will come a day where I just remain silent for the rest of my life. I was sitting on the couch watching E.T. with my kids today, and I was just staring at it, just going, could I live in a cave in the Himalayas? Like, I was breaking it down. I was like, just imagine this all falls apart. I have a little bit of money and I can just ride out my days in the Himalayas, meditating. I don't even know if I could be bothered meditating. Just sitting in silence and staring off into the distance. And obviously a lot would have to go into that. It means my wife and I aren't together. I won't get to see the kids. And you're sort of like analyzing it all. It's like, what would your first instinct be? Like, would it be to try and get puss? And I'm like, nah, fuck that. You block that out. You just fucking buy a ticket straight away. And you hit the cave. Maybe not a cave straight away. You don't go straight into the cave because that's setting yourself up for failure. That's like trying to play the grand final on your first attempt at fucking whatever. Who gives a shit? Whatever sport. Think of one. You got to work yourself up to caves, so it would have to just be fucking some one-room hovel in fucking Himachal Pradesh in India. Maybe I'll just go to Nepal. Nepal's cheaper. The Himalayas are actually in Nepal. I don't need to be in the Himalayas. I just need to be around about where Buddha was at some point. I think he spent a lot of time in Nepal, then crossed over. Nepal was fucking India for most of its history. Anyway, I'd have to have a blanket. I'd have to have like a decent blanket to begin with until my body acclimatizes. Although your body acclimatizes pretty quickly. The Boston weather hasn't bothered me at all. It hasn't been fucking crazy cold, but it's been cold enough. And me and my wife were talking about it, and we were like, still, nowhere we've lived has ever felt as cold as Melbourne feels. It doesn't make sense because here it gets down to like -5, -6. Melbourne, it's like 1, 2, 3, whatever. But you're fucking freezing cold and miserable the whole time. All winter, and it's a long fucking fucked winter too. Here, it's freezing cold, but I don't know, for some reason you feel all right. But we're heading into like February is meant to be the bad one. So we'll see. And it's meant to get down to -17 or 20 next week. So we'll see what I'm saying next week. That's real fucking cold. Anyway, I'd need a blanket, a non-itchy blanket for a little while, and I would need some sort of mattress just to begin with, and then I'll ease myself to the floor, and I would have absolutely no internet. Forget about it. I would have no phone, no internet, no TV. I would just have nothing. I would take some books, actually. I'd have a bunch of books. Mainly, I would probably just take Buddhist texts. I wouldn't need the other shit. I don't need it. Maybe I'd take a couple of books just for entertainment purposes. And then I would spend the first 5 or 6 years, maybe 7 years, just in complete seclusion. Just absolutely no contact with anyone. But the necessity, like if someone sees you're getting some food, or I don't mind if I don't speak for 7 years, like no words. And then I would probably send my address or a letter to someone who might be able to contact my kids and say, I'm ready now. I'm ready. And they never come anyway. I'm just waiting for them. It throws off my zen hard because they never come. I'm like, are they going to come? I sent a fucking letter. Like nothing's changed in 7 years. I'm still just a neurotic freak. I come back worse because now I have like 7 years of silence just built up and I'm fucking ready to talk now. I fucking fire the podcast back up. Everyone's dead. Most of the degennies started drinking again. Kev's still alive. Kev's still got a fucking good rig. Everyone else is dead. But I fire it up and the first thing I do is a fucked up Friday from Zach. That might not be far from the truth, to be honest with you. But I do foresee a day where I just stop talking completely. I find it very difficult to speak. I do the podcast. The podcast is actually a good outlet for me, especially when I'm not doing stand-up as much at the moment. I still get to do something every day, so I have this little period of talking every day. But in the rest of my life, I find it very difficult to have any reason to talk. I find heaps of reasons to yell. There's like innumerable. Innumerable reasons to fucking yell and snap all day, every day. But just gentle chat, not many. And I am finding myself staring at walls a lot more as well. Something is going to steal my attention every 15 seconds of the day, all day, every day. So there's no point even concentrating on anything. So my little respite is just to stare at the wall in silence until I'm jolted back into consciousness. My kids catch me like staring at the walls every now and then as well. Well, a lot. They're like, what are you thinking about? I'm like, the cave. The cave in Himachal. Anyway, for someone who didn't want to talk, I managed to fucking talk non-stop for like fucking almost 10 minutes. So yeah, another day, another pod, another fucking step closer to the cave. Anyway, that'll fucking do it for tonight and I'll see you the fuck later.